Welcome to another episode of Wall Watch, where we see how women respond to hitting the wall. Today I have a video for you guys that will blow your mind. You are not going to believe what you're about to hear. Is she handling aging with grace, or is she becoming bitter? Second question is this a good deal for you? Would you accept this deal? Now, let me introduce myself and then we're gonna get right into it. My name is Bertrand. I am the coolest dude on the planet, and I'm your friend. Confidence and clarity is the goal for my channel. So here we go.
Hey there. So I'm just driving home from work and I just realized, I was just thinking about it. I have not been touched by a man in over 6 years. And I mean touched in that way.
Oh, it's over. Wow. You caught.
And a lot of people will say, oh, it's probably by choice. It is, but it's also not. I don't know what's going on. It's very difficult to date. And you know, when you don't want to deal with a lot of bullshit anymore, it's even harder. So, you know, it's just come to my attention that, like, wow, not at all, not even a little hug. Haven't kissed anybody since I got the dentures, okay? Haven't had a tongue kissing since I got these babies. All right, yeah.
Wow, she hasn't been touched. Now listen. The word that we have to replace touch with is the F word that everyone loves to do, that everyone is actually looking forward to every single day. What she's actually looking forward to is the bedroom Olympics, where she bending that ass over and having a great time. Now, this is an issue that a lot of women are having, but let me ask you this. Does she sound like she's handling aging with grace? Because I realized that she's aging, that she started replacing the parts, right? The only problem is when you start fixing something, the next thing breaks down. It's just like when you get a car, right? If you have to replace the engine, you know that it's time to buy a new car, because once the engine breaks down, you get that fixed, something else breaks down, and then once you get that fixed, something else breaks down. This is something that continuously happens until you get frustrated enough to where you go and get yourself a new car. Now, why is dating so hard? The reason dating is so hard, especially for older women, is because the rules that applied then don't apply to today's time. The world that we're living in now is completely different. You do not have to be in a relationship to get her to bend that ass over. To knock that wig off, you do not need to be in a relationship. In fact, if you get into a relationship, be prepared to be stressed out. Be prepared to have no peace. Be prepared to be with someone that you cannot satisfy. The older a woman gets, the much harder it is to upkeep her, to maintain her, to keep her happy, to satisfy her. It is impossible. The problems that she has in her life are now more expensive, and the things that she wants is also more expensive. Now, this does not apply to every single woman. There are some women who are actually aging gracefully, but based on the fact that we can see that she has almost a full head of gray hair, I'm willing to bet that she's either 50 or over 50. And I'm gonna say probably over 50, because when you lose track of the years that you have not had intimacy, it's usually because you're older, you're close to being a senior citizen. This is not being said to shame her, because we're all going to age. We're all going to experience our bodies deteriorating. What you have to do is exercise. As crazy as that sounds, as simple as this sounds, simple doesn't mean easy, but it has to be done. Now, what's going on with her and women in her same age group is they're just now realizing that they're not as attractive as they used to be. The reason I'm saying that is because not only are there younger women, but these younger women demand the attention that these older women used to get. So this is a hard thing for them to actually deal with. Why is it hard or difficult to date? Well, that's because the woman's standards are too high, right? And these standards usually happen based on what she just dealt with. So now, instead of her choosing lower or staying on her level, she decides, no, I gotta go up. I will not deal with that again. And you know what? I don't have a problem with her not wanting to deal with something again, but you're gonna have to settle at some point in time. Because if you don't, the other side of not settling is this. And this woman desires, this woman wants a man that can touch her. And by touch her, I mean her. That's what she's looking for. I've said this before, and I'm gonna continuously say this. The thing that I understand about older women is their sex drive goes up as they get older, right? When they're young, they can kind of use it as leverage. But when they get older, if they don't have a man that they're weaponizing sex against, now they really want it. They really desire it. And some of them get toys, and those toys hold them over. But at some point in time, they desire a man's touch. They desire a man's kiss and his embrace. The reason why I'm responding to this is because men, we look at women like this. We listen, and we say, no, thank you. I'd rather have my peace. I would rather have my mind. I would rather have my strength and not be stressed out trying to figure out what you want to do and how you want to do it, and me constantly doing your projects just for you to turn around and say, I'm not giving you time. I'm not giving you attention. Like, men are over that because the younger women don't desire that. They desire something that's much easier to fulfill, and that's usually money. If you got your money right and you've been doing the right things, you can handle that young woman, because she don't want much except for a bag or a dinner or something else, something like that. The other reasons why I'm responding to this is because men keep telling women this is what's on the other side of you having these high standards. This is what's on the other side when you decide that you're too good or that no man can reach these high standards that you now have for yourself. What we're seeing in this clip is this is a woman who's noticing that she's becoming invisible. She's noticing that the leverage that she once had is going away and that no one cared like they used to care. Now, what I learned from this clip is women do a horrible job of explaining this to the next woman. They don't realize that when they are younger, that they're going to experience being old. So when they are confronted with this reality, it doesn't hit them until they're at this age and they're literally dealing with being older. The other thing that I learned is that when a woman has those toys and she has the inability to work with a man, cooperate with a man, deal with a man, this is what's on the other side. She just doesn't see it because she can't see it. In her mind, she thinks she's going to be attractive for the rest or for her entire life, and then she gets slapped in the face with this reality. This is why I keep saying, fellas, get it together. Get your mind together. Get your body together. Get your finances together. Read, meditate, exercise, invest in things that give you a return, because you soon will get old as well. Live long enough, you will get old. Now, what can help you is investing. As your body starts to break down, the only thing that slows it down is you constantly, consistently exercising. This keeps you functioning, right? Again, this woman is talking about being intimate, being in the bedroom and having fun, right? She's not just talking about kissing and hugging. She's talking about how babies were made. She's talking about the act that it took for her to be here on this planet, for you and me and everyone else to be on this planet. We all had to do some kind of fun in the bedroom. This is why I also say adapt to what's going on. Now, what I mean by adapt is figure out the life that you want to live and start living that life. The time that we're living in is the most beautiful time of all. One, because you're alive and you're able to experience this. Number two, the technology, the medicine, it's allowing us to live a lot longer than we used to. Here's something that a lot of people overlook. 35 used to be considered old. Think about the days where there was no dentistry and you lost teeth. Think about the days where if something happened to you, you broke a leg, you broke an arm, or you got sick. Life was over. It was a done data because there was nothing that was going to help you to continuously live a certain life. The sicknesses would have taken you out. Now, when you're adapting, what you're doing is figuring out how you want to live, and you're dealing with the type of women that you want to deal with. But always know that there's pros and cons. If you're dealing with beautiful women, understand the pros and cons of that. If you're dealing with mid to ugly women, understand there's pros and cons to that. I will tell you, the best experience that you will ever get from a woman is when the woman loves you. When that woman really likes you, she does things to honor you. She does things that she feels honorable about. That's the best experience that you're going to get from a woman. Trust me. You can chase her all you want to. You're just going to keep chasing her. You want that woman that really likes you, because you get a different experience. The most important reason why I say adapt to what's going on is because women have become sexually liberated. Now, this woman had power at one time because I'm looking at her and I'm like, okay, she's light skinned, she got the good hair. So she had her time. She had her days where she had a lot of men's attention. Now, what did she do with it? I don't know. Whatever she did is not benefiting her right now because she has not been touched in 6 years. Think about it. The younger women, they dropping draws. I just did a video of a boyfriend who got confronted by the side guy, right? Because he's trying to take the girl off to his girlfriend off to the side, and the side guy's like, hold on, homie, wait a minute. I done had that too. Right? So, she can get back over there. And he's like, oh, no, prove it. And the guy pulls out the phone and shows, this your girl, right? Yeah, that's my Johnson, right? That is tough to deal with. So think about that and compare that to this woman not even being touched. Crazy, right? But I got a question. What do you think? Comment under this video. Remember, when you are watching these videos, you are becoming the best version of yourself. Now that this video was done, do me a huge favor. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you on the next one. Peace.